Hey everybody, thanks for checking out this video. On my channel I do a lot of challenge series videos, and one of my more recent videos was a Age of Wonders 3 mod showcase where I did a random game and showed off a bunch of mods. And in this one I'm going to show off a mod that's particularly dedicated towards providing a campaign experience, and that added a new race, the Nomads, and some other things to it. So I'm showing you my desktop here. Most of my installed mods are turned off. So what remains on? Well, Clouds Be Gone and Movement Orders First. Those are just quality of life things. They don't affect the mechanics of the game at all. But then I installed the Wasteland expansion, which includes the Wastelanders campaign, which is a really unique campaign. Most of the mods that offer additional maps or campaigns, they tend to be single map campaigns rather than like a series of maps that form a true campaign together. But the Wasteland expansion is one wonderful exception. And so I have it pulled up here. I'll include this link, this URL, in the video description. You can see it was first posted in 2019, last updated, I'm recording this in September 2022. It was last update in June 12th, and there's been very recent discussion board stuff, so like July 13th of 2022. So it's still being very actively developed, but it's really cool because well, there's a few reasons. The new race of Nomads that's introduced, and you use the Nomads as the race throughout the maps. It's a campaign that ties in loosely to the rest of the campaign story. So for those of you who care about lore, which ain't me, I just play the game, the lore is secondary. But for those of you who like the lore of the campaign of Age of Wonders 3, this will tie into it with some it's like a post-quill following the story after what happened. In terms of main content, when I downloaded this and installed this, I installed it, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, and then only recently played through the whole thing. And so I installed a version that's not even the one that's available now, which is September 2022, or I guess since June or June, yeah. So it's even been updated since the version I played. So they've made additional stuff, and it's not fully complete, but you can play through the whole thing and have a good, robust experience. And so and you can see one of the really cool things about it is it's super branching. Depending on choices you make and like how much success or defeat you find, it will send you in different paths. And so I went all the way through the final mission. And I don't know if I had A, B, or C, but I generally did pretty well throughout the missions. I think made mostly optimal choices. In the final mission was good and entertaining, still quite challenging. And one of the things I like about this campaign is it is quite challenging. For someone who's a pretty strong player, you're never going to be at risk ever for losing. But it does provide a nice challenge, and it does reward like perfectionist play. It generally is possible, with the exception, I would say, of the final mission. It's possible to, with your starting units and found units, beat most of the maps with just your starting units if you're really good at the game. If you don't let your units die and you build up a power stack and you're really focused on clearing everything and getting all the artifacts you can and skilling up your heroes optimally, your heroes will really help carry you. And they do get level capped throughout each map, so you can only level them so far so they don't get out of hand. But there are some pretty nice artifacts that you're able to assemble, and if you're really smart with getting all the artifacts a given map has to offer, and and outfitting your hero appropriately, especially with your leader, you can really do a tremendous amount of tanking. And so, yeah, so it's really fun. It's challenging. So if you're not a noob, I think it's a good experience for you. And yeah, so you'll want to check it out. So if you want more information, you can read all about it here. They talk about, yeah, it's got everything you need in this Steam thread, and you can read the comments and commentary to see where the project is at from Gladen, the person developing it. So shout out to Gladen for developing this. This has been really cool. But what I want to do in this video, and I don't know if it's going to be one video or a bunch of smaller ones. It'll probably just be one video. I made some periodic saves throughout my playthrough of it, and I will want to show you some of the highlights. So if you want to play this, the campaign, I should say, because the expansion, you know, the new races and items and stuff, you can play that in like new random maps settings. Like you can use this stuff as a part of that, and there won't be any spoilers. But if you want to play the campaign that comes with this mod from Gladen, you will want to stop the video at this point. Go download the file and go play yourself, because I'm about to reveal some spoilers as we go. Yeah, so I think, so yeah, I've showed you here, and if you need like instructions on installing mods and stuff like that, that can be found in other sources. If you Google around, in my other video about Mod Showcase, also had a little bit more on that. But just for reference, these are the 3 things I have enabled. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to boot up my Age of Wonders 3. I'm going to load into different save points throughout the specific maps from the campaign that I played, and show you around. And hope this is of interest. So see you after the pause.